The Selfish Path to Romance. Download Chapter 1 for free at drkenner.com and at amazon.com.
Robert, you're dealing with some medical issues?
Yes, Dr. Kenner. I'm going to read this off fast. I'm scared on the phone. Self-diagnosis is a phone phobia from my work in Vietnam as a radio operator, where I heard things in combat 1 month after I turned 19.
Okay, you can slow it down a little.
Married 41 years,
okay.
No marital issues.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you. And my problem is how to deal with medical issues. My psychology primary diagnosis is combat PTSD, total and permanent. Vietnam with the Marines. Medical. Heading to the computer room in May, I found myself on my back on the floor, legs at the top of the 2 stairs, an egg-sized lump on the back of the head. Don't know if I was out seconds or minutes, no big deal. Got myself up.
Wait a minute. Did you see a doctor about that? Because you're saying you lost consciousness, right?
Well, I'm coming to that.
Okay.
Got myself up, went to sit on the couch in the living room, got up after half an hour or so to go to the studio to do some work. Got as far as the door, so dizzy I knew I had to sit down on the floor. No warning of the fall, no memory of it.
Okay.
Let it go for 2 weeks. Finally, Linda took me to the VA ER. CT scan of the brain, full blood work, everything.
Okay.
All blood work is normal, if not excellent. Lung function is normal. How's this for blood pressure? 106/65. But the diagnosis, dementia. First question I had was, have anything to do with my past drinking career? No, just luck of the draw, quote.
Wait a minute. I'm losing you here. Let me sum up what I'm hearing so far, Robert, so we make sure I'm on the same page with you, is that you have some post-traumatic stress disorder from having served in the Marines in 68 and 70, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And you know that being on the phone can be scary for you because that's where you heard some of the trauma during the war,
mm-hmm.
right? You were a phone operator, or you worked in that capacity. So you know that is a trigger for you. The second issue that I'm hearing is that more recently, when was this when Linda took you in? Was that a few months ago?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's more recent that you had a loss of consciousness and you actually hurt yourself. I did that once myself. I was getting out of a chair, and the next thing I know, I had a bruise on my head. I had gone unconscious, and so I went through the battery of tests. I went through some monitor that they had on me for my heart, and I was very lucky. It turned out healthy. It just turned out I have very low blood pressure. In your case, it sounds like it turned out that you got a clean bill of of physical health, but they told you had dementia based on what?
Hey, I got to interrupt this because we've got to pay some bills. 30 seconds, that's it. A very quick ad, and then Ellen will be back.
Romance. Ugh, I wish guys knew more about what we want from a relationship. Boy, I wish I knew more about what I want. Where's that ad I saw? Here it is. The Selfish Path to Romance. A serious romance guidebook. Download Chapter 1 for free at selfishromance.com and buy it at amazon.com. The Selfish Path to Romance. That is interesting.
You got a clean bill of of physical health, but they told you had dementia based on what?
The CT scan showed global atrophy of the brain.
Okay.
And she said, in other words, I was born with it, but no one in my family has a history of this.
Okay, so did you get a second opinion on that, or is that what you got is what you got?
That's what I got.
Okay.
And I can't afford a second opinion except for the VA. That's where all my...
Okay, so given that, what is your main question for me? Because I know we're down to 3 minutes.
Let's see. Just how do I deal with the? There's a whole host of medical issues I couldn't mention in time. How do I deal with these medical issues.
If I got a slew of bad medical diagnoses, including one that says that I might be declining in my cognitive function, my thinking function over time, man, I'm going to want to make the best of my life. I'm going within the capacity of what's possible to me. I'm going to ask myself the question, and you could do this daily, what would bring me some pleasure today that's reasonable? I mean, obviously you don't want to go out gambling and, nonsense stuff, but what would bring you some pleasure? Do you have a hobby do you enjoy? Do you love doing something with Linda? Could you build up a couple's activity that both of you enjoy that maybe you've never done before? It could be kayaking, or it could be, I don't know, bowling or dancing or something that might be fun. It would have to be something you both enjoy. If you have that hobby already, could you continue with it? How could you make each day meaningful to you, given that you're dealing with some pretty serious issues? It's the quality of life that matters. If someone told me I had 6 months to live, Robert, I don't know what I'd do, but I'm really hoping that I would make the best of those 6 months and enjoy whatever life I had.
Understood. Thank you.
So number one, I want to also congratulate. So focusing on, did something come to mind? Something you enjoy come to mind?
Nothing really. I have no hobbies. Building websites, but my work is I'm a professional artist, and that's what I can't remember how to. I can't even remember how to use my oil paints.
Oh, that's very sad. Try to find something that you can do within your capacity. Because if you try to do the thing that your mind is not letting you do anymore, you'll just feel inadequate over and over and over again. So if you can find something you can do, you can talk very freely to me. I'm impressed with the way you're conversing with me, especially since you have phone phobia. This is phenomenal. This is amazing.
Oh, thank you. I'm scared.
Yes, but look at your strengths. Ask Linda what your strengths are. Ask yourself, what is still within my capacity to do? If I couldn't do much, I might watch some old I Love Lucy's and Singing in the Rain, some happy movies, not traumatizing movies, but things that you and Linda could both enjoy together.
Archie Bunker. Man, if that works for you, use it. You want to... My husband's standing up dancing here. So he would do dancing, I think. Even if he couldn't remember the steps, we would still be dancing. So it's realizing that you do have limitations and living within your limitations to the fullest that is possible to you. And working with Linda on that and making your life joyous. So listen, yeah. Okay.
Instead of wrapping your mind around what you cannot do, wrap your mind around what you can do.
For more Dr. Kenner podcast, go to drkenner.com and please listen to this ad.
Here's an excerpt from The Selfish Path to Romance, the Serious Romance Guidebook by clinical psychologist Dr. Ellen Kenner and co-author Dr. Edwin Locke, who's world famous for his theories in goal setting.
Telling your partner why you fell in love should not be a one-time occurrence, and it would become meaningless if you went through the same list every day. Better to point out specific qualities that you've observed from time to time. You look especially handsome or beautiful tonight. I love that color on you. I admire the total honesty you showed when talking to the Smiths. That's a quality I've always cherished in you. I love the way you encouraged me to pursue my career when I was having real doubts about my ability to do it.
You can download Chapter 1 for free by going to drkenner.com. And you can buy The Selfish Path to Romance at Amazon.com.